One Gospel, Part 76. Jesus heals an epileptic boy. The next day, when they came down from the mountain, they came to the other disciples. They saw a large crowd around them and the teachers of the law arguing with them. As soon as all the people saw Jesus, they were overwhelmed with wonder and ran to greet him. "What are you arguing with them about?" he asked. A man in the crowd approached Jesus and knelt before him. "Lord, have mercy on my son," he said. "Teacher, I beg you to look at my son, for he is my only child. I brought you my son who is possessed by a spirit that has robbed him of speech. He has seizures and is suffering greatly. Whenever it seizes him, it throws him to the ground. A spirit seizes him and he suddenly screams. He often falls into the fire or into the water. It throws him into convulsions so that he foams at the mouth, gnashes his teeth, and becomes rigid. It scarcely ever leaves him and is destroying him. I brought him to your disciples and asked your disciples to drive out the spirit, but they cannot heal him." "O unbelieving and perverse generation," Jesus replied, "how long shall I stay with you? And how long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy here to me." So they brought him. When the spirit saw Jesus, even while the boy was coming, it immediately threw the boy to the ground into a convulsion. He fell to the ground and rolled around, foaming at the mouth. Jesus asked the boy's father, "How long has he been like this?" "From childhood," he answered. "It has often thrown him into fire or water to kill him. But if you can do anything, take pity on us and help us." "If you can," said Jesus, "everything is possible for him who believes." Immediately the boy's father exclaimed, "I do believe. Help me overcome my unbelief." But when Jesus saw that a crowd was running to the scene, he rebuked the evil spirit. "You deaf and mute spirit," he said, "I command you, come out of him and never enter him again." The spirit shrieked, convulsed him violently, and it came out of the boy, and he was healed from that moment. The boy looked so much like a corpse that many said, "He's dead." But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him to his feet, and he stood up, and he gave him back to his father. And they were all amazed at the greatness of God. While everyone was marveling at all that Jesus did, he said to his disciples, "Listen carefully to what I am about to tell you. The Son of Man is going to be betrayed into the hands of men." But they did not understand what this meant. It was hidden from them, so that they did not grasp it, and they were afraid to ask him about it. After Jesus had gone indoors, then his disciples came to Jesus and asked him privately, "Why couldn't we drive it out?" He replied, "Because you have so little faith. I tell you the truth, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." This kind can come out only by prayer.